Thank you very much, Maureen. The question we have to ask today is, who in the world is better off because of this new version of the American Health Care Act that we are supposedly going to consider? I'll tell you who is better off. The few politicians in the Republican conference who need to have a vote for political reasons. I'm not making that up. Budget Director Mick Mulvaney made the same comment just a couple of weeks ago when he was asked, why so much pressure to get this done? And his first response was, political momentum. The second response was, so we can do tax reform. There was not a reason that was related to anybody's health. And that's why we're here today, because we're concerned with the health of the American people and creating a system that most effectively and efficiently takes care of them. Now, who in the world as a patient is going to be helped? We've heard from Maureen, we'll hear from others. I will tell you about Anna Riggert, a young woman from my district who is 23 years old, was diagnosed at age 12 with pancreatitis. Her parents had coverage, she was covered under her parents' policy, and she was hospitalized 24 times, and since then, between age 12 and now. Her father was so grateful when the Affordable Care Act was passed because he knew that with that in place, when she turned 26, she would never have to worry about being insured again. She clearly has a pre-existing condition that would have made her uninsurable. Well, last year, Steve Riggert, her father, at 64 years of age, was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. And now, as he faces the last term of his life, he's worried again that the safeguards that were in place to protect Anna will disappear. She is one of 880,000 people in my state of Kentucky who would have been denied coverage before the Affordable Care Act because of a pre-existing condition. 33% of our non-elderly population. So the answer that the Republicans have put up is we're going to create high-risk pools, let the states do that. Something that's been tried, something that has failed miserably, and something that, according to the Kaiser Family Foundation, would result in, for instance, a breast cancer survivor in Kentucky having her premiums raised by $26,000 a year. This is not an answer to our health care problems. It is an answer to Republicans' political problems. We need to react and remember that outside of this building, people's opinions have not changed. I suspect there's still 17% approval for this concept. We know the doctors still oppose it, the hospitals still oppose it, the nurses still oppose it, and every patient advocacy group in the country still opposes this. So this is a horrible idea that is being considered only for political reasons, and we need to stop it. And now with another story that we can't wait to hear, I'd like to introduce Denise Blank Jenkins.